Hi again, welcome to the Spirit of Watercolor. Always glad to have you come back and we can talk about things that help make your artwork more satisfying, make you feel more successful with it, make you feel like it's work that you can be proud of. And what I thought we should talk about today, sometimes these little tips come into my head when I'm working on my own art. And I think, oh, that's the time I should share this with you and help you to find ways to, how do I say, think better of your work. Make it feel more professional. Make yourself feel more like an artist. A person who is an artist is someone who creates art. I mean, it's a verb, and I used to talk about that in my class because some people would say, I'll never be an artist. And I'm like, well, you're doing art, so, you know, you are an artist. One of the tips today is a quick one again, but it's about matting your work. So what I've been doing recently is I've been thinking about how when I finish a painting, sometimes I don't know if the piece is finished, right? And for instance, something like this, or maybe this one. I mean, these are the summer scenes I was doing in the summer to make me think I was on vacation because it was COVID and I could not go out. But okay, so here's a little sailboat I was doing, and it just, I couldn't really tell how it looked, but then I put it in this double mat. Mats are so helpful to making the work look finished, even if you aren't ready to or don't want to frame, because framing can be an expense, although we're going to talk about that in another video because there's less expensive ways to frame your work as well that I've found that are just amazing. So we'll get to that in another video. But right now what I'm doing is I'm double matting work, and then I'm getting backboards that are foam core boards that are the same size, these standard sizes, which we can talk about, and putting those on the back of the matted pieces, and then putting them in this plastic wrap that I've ordered from an art store, okay? And then this has a way of sealing shut, and you have a very finished work of art here, right? I mean, it's got the double mat, which I find makes it look more professional. And what I've learned in my classes at Eastern Michigan is that they tend to look more professional if you do white under white as far as your undermat. And I've been doing mine a little bit thicker here than just a thin, tiny undermat. And I like to have room where I can sign my name on the mat, and I like that look. You can sign your painting if you wish, or sign it underneath the painting too, but just the way that I like to do it, that's very nicely stylized, I think. So that's some of the things I'm doing. Again, the double mats, you can do single mats also. It's less expensive. But I found that like at a Michael's craft store, you can just buy the double mats already cut and ready to go. But, you know, two things. This helps me to look at the painting when I'm working on it. Sometimes just to have some mats around. That's another thing mats do that is so wonderful. You put this painting in there and you can start to tell if it's finished or not. I'm looking at this painting the other day in the mat, and I began to notice that my background of my water doesn't go all the way to the back of the painting, so I'm going to work on that and try to finish that. But, you know, sometimes when I'm doing a painting and I'm feeling overwhelmed, I can't see what it needs to finish it. So putting the mat around it can make such a huge difference, okay? Now, buying mats, you can order them cut, but it gets real expensive real quick. Or you can buy them already ready to go, like, okay, again at the craft store. I think I have one that's still in the wrapper here. And they come in this kind of thing. And it's not too expensive. This is the double mat again. Okay. But they come in standard sizes. So 11 by 14 is this size. Yes. And then they go larger to like 12 by 16, which is more like this. No, this is a 16 by 20. This is the third one that I've been using a lot of. I used to work really large 22 by 30 sheets, which means you need 24 by 36 matting and framing. And that's great if, you know, you're doing art shows and you enjoy doing large work, which I do. But lately I've been getting more into the smaller sizes because I think, you know, there's just so many different size walls in people's homes that, you know, sometimes the small spaces can use a beautiful painting just as much as some large, you know, living room wall or something like that. I even know people who have put very large paintings in their bathroom, but, you know, you can do whatever you like and whatever works. So size options are nice. Plus, I don't know, I've just been enjoying getting smaller and seeing what happens, and it's just whatever, you know, the mood that you're in, the type of thing that you're comfortable with. But I do implore people to try larger size paintings as well. I think it can be very satisfying to have some large, beautiful pieces too. But for now, you know, my focus is just the mats, and I just thought that it was just a quick tip to show you how, you know, they can help make your work more professional, but also they help you to finish your paintings. And the other thing, one more thing is, once I put them in these, where did that go? I keep showing you this one, but once you put them in this plastic wrap, which I ordered, it comes in 25 sheets of this plastic wrap. I think it's called acrylic, no, it's what's the word for this stuff? It'll keep it lasting for a long time. I can't think of the word, but you put them in here, they stay clean, they stay safe. Someone might want to buy a painting but not buy the frame that you chose, so this way you're not committed to that, and they can get a better price on the artwork, and also they can choose the kind of frame they want, but everything else is ready to go. All they have to do is pop this in a frame. You can buy any frame at any store. I go to Salvation Army and pick up frames, and so there's lots of things, you know, that you can do to make this easier for the buyer. And it has dawned on me recently, as I have all these framed paintings behind me, that sometimes, and I've even had a lady who bought a painting of mine and asked if I minded if she took the frame off and, you know, gave it back to me and she reframed it for her home. That's fine too, you know. I just wanted to share this with you so that you can kind of get to that professional look quickly and be proud of your work. And I think you'd be amazed how much more your work will stand out, how much more it will look professional when you put it in the matting. So there you go. That's the new tip for the day. And I hope you're doing well. I hope you're enjoying practicing and playing in the paint with me. And I think our next video is going to be about the paint colors and mixing, and probably about the qualities of the paint as far as transparent or opaque. Also about granulation, which is in some of them, and some are very granulated. And then there's some other kinds of paints that are really fun, which are interference and iridescent. So those are coming soon in a video all about the kinds of paints to help inspire you, get you more creative. Sometimes the paint takes you in a direction just because of the color, the mood, or like those fancy paints, they might take you to a more cosmic kind of a space, so they induce more creativity. So let's go there next time. Thank you so much for joining me again today. If you like this video, click on the like and subscribe, and then we'll just keep on enjoying the spirit of watercolor. Have a great day. Thank you.